Oh, sure.
Happy
We're just
Easter.
lazy. We're just sitting there.
Thank you for sharing your voice and your
Oh,
music with us.
thank
Great
you.
shirt. Happy Easter.
All right, let's do it. Good morning. Happy Easter. Good to see you. Morning, Brad. Morning. Okay, go ahead. I am celebrating all that I am, all that I have. I am celebrating all I am becoming today. Oh yes, I am celebrating all that I am, all that I have. I am celebrating all I am becoming today. You are celebrating all that you are, all that you have. Oh yes, you are celebrating all you are becoming today. You are, oh yes, you are celebrating all that you are, all that you have. You are celebrating all you are becoming today. We are, oh we are celebrating all that we are, all that we have. Oh yes, we are celebrating all we are becoming today. We are celebrating all that we are, all that we have. Oh yes, we are celebrating all we are becoming today. All we are becoming today. All we are becoming today.
Ooh, yes. Yeah. Please be seated. Okay. Okay, let's see. How's everybody doing? So, this is going to be kind of a different kind of service today. Not too much different, but there are going to be periods of reflection throughout the talk, as well as the meditation within the talk itself, not at the end of the talk, which is what we usually do. But you know, it's fun to mix things up a little bit, isn't it? So I hope you come along with me on this ride when we talk about Easter, and specifically the metaphysics of Easter as well. So we're going to begin with reading from the Gospel of Luke, the 24th chapter, verses 1 through 5. But on the first day of the week, at early dawn, they came to the tomb, taking the spices that they had prepared. They found the stone rolled away from the tomb, but when they went in, they did not find the body. While they were perplexed about this, suddenly 2 men in dazzling clothes stood beside them. The women were terrified and bowed their faces to the ground. But the men said to them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here, but he is risen." So, according to the Jewish week, the first day of the week is when this happened, and that is Sunday, and that's the day that follows the Sabbath, but it's also considered a holy day, a day of rest. So we're kind of given a clue here that this is holy work that we're entering into. Early dawn, metaphysically, is symbolic of the dawning of our consciousness, our awakening, if you will. 2 men in dazzling clothes represents dazzling thoughts, thoughts that might dazzle us. What might that be? Maybe a thought of who we are in spirit, who we are as this individual expression of God. That's kind of a dazzling thought, I think. And metaphysically, Eric Butterworth tells us Easter is the awakening and arising to spiritual consciousness and the Christ within us. When we are born again, metaphysically, we see a new spiritual dimension. In the resurrection, Jesus demonstrated that the life of God is changeless and eternal for each of us because of our divinity. With all the mysteries of life and death, we can trust that our souls are immortal. So, the women who came to the tomb represent our own intuition. Metaphysical Bible interpretation is seeing each character as something within ourselves. So the thoughts, dazzling thoughts, or the men, that's within us. The dawning of consciousness, that's within us. The women, symbolic of our intuition. So we bring our intuition, along with those thoughts of who we are in spirit, our own oneness with God, to this holy work that we do today. To begin, we're going to look at the stones in our lives that are blocking our way, perhaps. Perhaps stones of our own making, not to cast them aside, but to shift our perspective on them and to ask if there's a gift here with this stone. To ask, what is the lesson? And as we discover this, we may notice that those stones that block our way become stepping stones for us along this path. So we do this in the awareness that we are not the stone. Our identity is more than the troubles that we have, the sickness that we may experience. Our identity is more than the limitations we place on ourselves. But these stones can be our messengers, if we allow it, our teachers. Just as the women at the tomb saw two men there who gave them a message, and the women were terrified at first, we may be a little resistant to think of something that keeps us limited as a teacher or having a gift for us. And our initial reaction may be fear as well. The women bowed their heads with the men, towards the men. When we do this, we are aligning our heart and our head together, right? So that's another clue in this work that we do. We bring our whole heart, we bring our beautiful, beautiful mind as well. A Course in Miracles tells us there is no order of difficulties in miracles. There is no order of difficulties in healing. All problems have their root in the very same thing, and that is the idea that we are somehow separate from God. So we'll have a time of reflection, which is not a meditation. It's easy to kind of go into a meditative state, but I'm going to invite you to stay kind of present with what we're doing here. And let's begin by just affirming, as our elder brother did, I and the Father are one. I and the Father are one. Now, the language may be such that doesn't resonate with you. We can switch it to, I am one with the power and presence of love. I am one with the power and presence of love. I am one with the power of life. We know that nothing is ever changed on the same level of consciousness of that which created it. So we have to rise above. We have to resurrect our consciousness. So take a moment to bring into mind blocks that may keep us stuck or in the dark or feeling limited. And from the understanding of our divine nature, and inviting our intuition to lead us, we can perhaps see how we may have learned from these blocks. Perhaps we have become more patient. Maybe we've developed a greater prayer consciousness or a deeper understanding of prosperity and what that means. So we take a moment to open our hearts to the lessons of the stone, to open our minds, to be receptive. And we're just going to spend a moment here thinking about the blocks in our lives, the gifts that they may bring us. And know that we can come back to this exercise at any time. In fact, it might be a really good journaling exercise. So we come back and we go on with this Easter story. So in this resurrection story, we're presented with the idea, the picture of a man who realized his divine essence to such an extent that he was able to really tap into a whole nother degree, right? A whole new level. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, tells us Jesus developed the innate powers of mind and body and thereby became a citizen of the heavens or realms where dwell the sons of God. He did this by the power of his word, by releasing the imprisoned electrons of his body and raising them to spiritual consciousness. In other words, our elder brother dwelled mainly in the Christ consciousness, that which is within all creation, the expression of spirit throughout all of us. Now, the kingdom of heaven is his experience of this. So we all have a kingdom of heaven within us, our experience of God. It's not up there somewhere, but it's within us. And it's through the power of his word that he was able to release the blocks and rise up. And it's through our thoughts and words that we're able to do the same, that we can shift our perspective on that which we see as something blocking our way or keeping us limited, and see it as a stepping stone, as a messenger, so that we may grow and we may expand in awareness of who we truly are. So using the power of our words, I'm going to invite you to affirm with me together. My words are gentle and uplifting. I am a presence for good. Last month at the beginning of Lent, many of you who were here wrote down affirmations, a strong, powerful statement of the truth of our being, put it in an Easter egg, and then we hung them on these trees. Well, today, after they've been blessed by this community, by the love in this space, by the peace found here, they are ready to be picked up and to go forth and do mighty works within our consciousness. So I want you to think of this as an Easter egg hunt. Your intuition is leading you to just the right egg. Okay? And don't think that you can find the egg that you wrote, because I mixed them up. I did indeed. But the right one will come to you. And while we're doing this, I'm going to invite Brett and Patty to sing that last song again. So when you're ready, centered in your heart, just allow yourself to be guided to the right and perfect egg for yourself, okay?
I am celebrating all that I am, all that I have. I am celebrating all I am becoming today. Oh yes, well, I am celebrating all that I am, all that I have. I am celebrating all I am becoming today. You are celebrating all that you are, all that you have. You are celebrating all you are becoming today. You are celebrating all that you are, all that you have. You are celebrating all you are becoming today. We are celebrating all that we are, all that we have. We are celebrating. Oh, we are becoming today. We are celebrating all that we are, all that we have. Oh, yes, we are celebrating all we are becoming today. All we are becoming today. All we are becoming today.
Yes, we are celebrating. Thank you, Brent and Patty. And know that if the affirmation that you chose does not speak to you, there still may be something in it for you, okay? So just ponder that. We're going to move on now with our talk. So Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, tells us, to Jesus, the God presence was an abiding flame, a flame of life everlasting that he felt in every cell of his body, making him more and more alive, cleansing and purifying him until he became every whit perfect. Perfect here is also whole, every whit. He was already whole. It's his awareness of his wholeness, I believe. So Fillmore goes on to say, spiritual thinking breaks open the physical cells and atoms and releases their imprisoned life, which comes from divine mind. So what if we did a meditation on this? On that God presence as an abiding flame, invigorating every cell of our being. What if we took Fillmore's words to heart? Spiritual thinking liberates the cells in our body to do what they're supposed to do, right? Well, we're going to try it. We're going to try it. So this is our time of meditation, so I invite you to get comfortable. This will be a guided meditation, followed by a period of silence, followed by a song by Brent and Patty. So as we begin, let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale slowly. Another nice deep breath in, and exhale slowly. And one more time. Inhale in and exhale. Letting go of any tension that's remaining in the body, letting go of any worry, any concern, becoming present to this moment. I invite you to picture with your beautiful imagination this abiding flame, a flame of life. Picture it burning without heat, like the burning bush in the Old Testament. And if you like, picture it as a purple flame, a violet flame, beginning at the crown of the head, the crown chakra. Slowly move this purple flame to the forehead, to the nose, the eyes, the cheeks. Feel the life force awaken. Bring the purple flame to your chin, the jawline, down to your throat. The front of the torso. Relaxing, renewing, repairing every cell. Bringing that purple flame back to the top of your head, going in to the sides and the back of your head, your scalp, your ears, the back of your neck. See that violet flame on your shoulders, down your arms, your elbows, forearms, the palms of your hands, your fingers and thumbs. The front of your hand. Bringing it back to the neck, the back of the neck. Allow it to descend along your spine, the back of the shoulders, between the shoulder blades, and the rest of the torso. Saint Germain is considered the keeper of the violet flame, and it's believed that this flame unites us, mind, body, and spirit, that it unites us with all creation, and that it transforms negative thoughts into uplifting thoughts. Violet is the color of transformation. So as we continue moving this purple flame down our legs, the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the heels, the top of the foot, the toes, and the bottom of the feet. And then allow this flame to come back to your crown chakra. And as we move into a period of silence, I invite you to use as an anchor to keep thoughts from wandering too far the following affirmation. Every cell of my body vibrates with the energy of life. Every cell of my body vibrates with the energy of life. In the silence. And as we bring this meditation to a time, let us give thanks for this power of life within us. Let us give thanks also for the ability to make mistakes and own up to them. As I said, Patty would lead us in a song. That's not coming till later. Old habits. Okay. So as we come back to this lesson on Easter, I have a quote from Reverend James Trapp, who tells us there is a part of us that can never be endangered or destroyed and is our true nature and being. It transcends our history, human lineage, and false concepts that we have accepted for ourselves. When we live from that awareness, we fulfill our divine purpose in which we contribute our unique gifts and talents to the world. So just as spring flowers follow winter's hibernation, resurrection follows crucifixion. The betrayals in life which we've all experienced, whether it's from a family member, friend, neighbor, politician, can turn our heart to stone and we miss out on that resurrection experience. So how do we move back into renewing ourselves when that happens? Trapp tells us, any resurrection is built on a consciousness of forgiveness. Only then can we see the gift in the seeming betrayals in life. When people or situations betray the pictures that we have in our mind of how things should be, that is when we must invoke the consciousness of forgiveness. So forgiveness is interwoven in this resurrection story. Jesus from the cross said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." And it helps us change a hardened heart to one of compassion. Forgiveness is an aspect of love, and it's our recognition that what we thought happened could not have happened on the level of spirit in which we know we are one. It may have been a fact that something happened or someone said or did something, but there is a higher truth at work, that we are all one spirit, one love, one breath. So if we hang on to unforgiveness, we're only hurting ourselves, right? We harden our hearts. But forgiveness, just to be clear, does not mean that we have no boundaries. I think we all probably know that, but this is a reminder. And it does mean that we don't allow that hurt to continue. We move past it. So we're going to have a time of reflection again. And you can go as deep as you want to with this one, but it's going to be kind of a short time like the other one was. So it may be that we start it now and continue it at home, because sometimes we have a lot to forgive. So let's take a time out now and just centering ourselves and allowing our intuition to come forward and lead the way, allowing our understanding of who we are as spirit, those dazzling thoughts to come forth as well, so that we might forgive anyone and everyone. And instead of seeing the deed or the word that they did, see that this is another heart that is one with God. So we center ourselves first in that presence of love. Within our heart there is a place that knows only unconditional love. The outside of the heart may be scarred, may be bruised, but still deep within, only unconditional love. And if we want to stay on this step, that's great. The next step would be inviting someone that we know we need to forgive into our thoughts and see them surrounded in love. See them maybe placed in that spot in your heart that is unconditional love. See if maybe there's a gift here as well. Maybe something we learned. Again, this is another good exercise to journal with if you want to pursue it. So getting on with our story of Easter, our talk on Easter, it's about rising above limitations and moving into that consciousness of Christ, of that Christ consciousness within us. And this is really what the cross symbolizes, our humanity and our rising awareness of our divinity. It's about rising in faith, choosing life abundant, embracing transformation with joy, and resurrecting into a deeper way of knowing, of being as we go about our work of planting seeds for a bountiful and abundant harvest, a bountiful and abundant life. Life this time of year is easy to witness with all the beautiful blooms and blossoms and the green that feels so welcome to me after winter. And in our Unity community, there's also a new sense of life that I'm picking up on as well. New energy as we are learning to intentionally create the beloved community. So, symbolizing that intention of planting seeds, we're going to pass around a gift for you to take for Easter, a packet of seeds. And if you choose to plant them, I invite you to remember as they grow, as they sprout and grow and eventually bloom, that you are a vital part of this community in planting seeds of love, in planting seeds of gratitude and service and community. So now, while we pass these seeds around, we'll have a song.
When I was a girl each week, on Sunday we would go to church and pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word and consecrate the holy bread. Everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two, and Jesus made the water wine. And I remember feeling sad that miracles don't happen still. But now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small. An even better magic trick is that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips. But now I have to hold my breath, 'cause I'm swimming in a sea of it. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. But I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Read a questioning child's face and say it's not a testament. Well, that'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come and say it's not a sacrament. I tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood, I saw a little red-winged bird, shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. everything is holy now.
That's so, so good. Thank you. So I'm going to, as we close our lesson, I'm going to invite you to join me in one more affirmation. This is from 1956, the Daily Word. Together, I partake of the spirit of Easter and feel the resurrecting power of God in every part of my life and my unity community. I will say that I added the unity community part, okay? Okay, so thank you very much for your kind attention. We're going to move into our offertory. I invite you to take your gifts, your tithes, your donations, or your blessings. And if you give monthly or if you give online and you would like to hold something tangible, there are butterflies that you can hold as we bless these blessings. So if you need one, raise your hand. Maybe our greeters can help you with that. So, and we're using 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7 as our guideline in this offering. Each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. Hey! Cheer! And then our offering blessing, let's say together, divine love expresses through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. And I give thanks that it is so. And we just bless these offerings and dedicate them to the work of this ministry, helping the whole world see a beautiful path, see each other as spirit. Amen. Okay.
Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks for helping us through. We sit in the circle and hold this ground in sacredness, this world to bless. We sit in the circle and pass around a thankfulness, a thankfulness. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks for helping us through. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks for helping us through. We sit in the circle and hold this ground in sacredness, this world to bless. We sit in the circle and pass around a thankfulness, a thankfulness. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks for helping us through. Hear the words. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you for helping us through. Got it? We can do it. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh, Spirit. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks for helping us through. Let's do it again. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks for helping us through. Let's do it again. Oh, Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks for helping us through. One more time. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks to you. Oh, Spirit of life, we give our thanks for helping us through.
Okay, so we do have a few announcements, and I started last week not announcing everything that's on the screen. So those things that are recurring events that are speaking to just a segment of the audience, I'm not going to announce, but they're there, okay? Okay, so we have upcoming dinner and games night, woohoo! And if you'd like to participate in this, please sign up. We have a couple of sign-up sheets going around. We'll put there. We'll start this one over here. This is for the Zion Soup Kitchen. And we're going to bring back our walk and talk, which is exactly what it sounds like. We walk and we talk and we do it at the same time. It's really tricky for me, no. And that's going to be the first Saturday of the summer months, beginning in May, which isn't really a summer month, but it's a pretty month, meeting at Cushwa Basin, 9 a.m. And there's no agenda. We go where the conversation leads us. You know, it's really easy walking on the towpath. You don't have to think about where you're going. That way you can really talk about anything. We're bringing in a beloved community breakfast for those who are part of the ongoing workshops for the beloved, creating the beloved community, and for those who are not and would like to learn more about it. Perhaps your schedule kept you from attending the workshops, doesn't matter. We're going to bring in the discussion with breakfast the first Sunday of the month at 10 a.m. So if you're interested in talking about things that we've been looking at in the workshops or learning about what we're looking at in the workshops, I invite you to come. Zion Soup Kitchen is coming up the first Tuesday of the month, in which we serve and feed about 120 people, sometimes less, very rarely more. But and there is a sign-up sheet going around. If you can serve or provide any of the food, it is greatly appreciated. And then if we could maybe just move the first 2 rows after the service, that would be perfect. That would be perfect for our yoga class on Monday. There are a couple save the dates that are important enough that I want to make note of them. June 14th, we're going to be looking at our vision statement, our mission statement, and lunch is provided, free. So if you're a part of this community, even if you've only been coming for a month or so, well, your voice is important to us. We want to hear your thoughts, you know, in creating our core values, looking at our core values once again, seeing if they still fit this group, and moving on to a vision and mission statement facilitated by Reverend Stephanie, who's leading the creating the Beloved Community workshops. And then July 4th, just a heads up for you to set aside some gently used household items so that if you'd like to donate them for this mile-long yard sale that Hagerstown has every year, that we are going to be a part of this year. This will be one of our 2 fundraisers this year. So if you'd like to help us with that, that's great. As the day approaches, we will let you know what to do with those household goods, where to take them. Okay? I think we have another song. Good.
And you're welcome to stand if you'd like to.
Oh.
Well, it could be. I wake up and the sun is shining. It makes the world look bright. And all of the joy and the love come into my life today. A song of praise the birds are singing, singing with all their might. into my life today. All of the joy and the love into my life today. All of the joy and the love into my life today. My heart is full, my eyes are open, everything is new. And all of the joy and the love come into my life today. There's just one power and one presence, only love is true. And all of the joy and the love come into my life today. All of the joy and the love into my life today. All of the joy and the love into my life today. A spring of healing light is risen, risen within my soul. And all of the joy and the love come into my life today. I now am well, I now am healthy, I now am healed and whole. And all of the joy and the love come into my life today. All of the joy and the love into my life today. All of the joy and the love into my life today. Let's sing that again. All of the joy and the love into my life today. All of the joy and the love into my life today. Into my life today. Into my life today.
Oh, please be seated. And we're going to say goodbye to our online friends. We're so glad that you're part of this community, and you took time out on an Easter morning to join us. Thank you for being you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love and prayers. We love you. Okay.